Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to go over exponential smoothing. So the first thing we need for exponential smoothing, we need to know obviously what our alpha is. And then we need our actual sales, and we need a forecasted value to start. So if you don't have a forecast, if this is the first time in a new market, a new product, something like that, just set your initial forecast to your first actual value. Then in the next cell equals forecast plus, and we're using the smoothing, our alpha, and we need to make sure that that's an absolute reference. So I hit F4, you can see this cycles through, or you can manually enter the dollar sign in there. Open parentheses, actual minus forecast. Let me try that again, actual minus forecast. There we go. And then I use my autofill handle, double click, it'll autofill down. So my forecast for November is 19. So then if I want to determine my mean squared error to help us understand what the error is, equals, open parentheses, one minus the other, and again autofill down. Oh, I didn't square it. Let me square that. There we go. That looks better. No, you see this is a very large value compared to the rest of them. It's because we don't have an actual, so make sure you don't include that. Average, now we have our mean squared error. So I can adjust my alpha, and you can see it adjusts my mean squared error there. So if I go ahead and insert a line graph here, we can see the smoothing. I will format my axis to make it between 15 and 25. So now if I change this to 0.1, you can see it's much smoother, 0.5, 0.9. So that's the smoothing effect of that exponential smoothing. So then if I'm trying to minimize my error, and we're going to use MSE for this one, I'm trying to minimize mean squared error, what I can do is use solver. So if you click on data and you have solver, then you can use that. If you don't, go to file, options, add-ins, Excel add-ins, go. Make sure you have solver clicked. There you go. All right, now I will have solver. So my objective cell is my mean squared error. I'm trying to minimize that. I'm trying to change alpha to minimize mean squared error. We're going to use the GRG nonlinear engine. Click solve. And I'll bring this window in. Solver found a solution. All constraints and optimality conditions are satisfied. So there you go. So using an alpha of 0.16 minimizes our error with this type of forecast. So you can use that to determine what should we use for an alpha going forward, what would have best fit this model. So that's it for this one.